Let me ask you something. Have you ever hit a certain age and realized the world quietly expects you to just fade into the background? You've spent decades showing up for your kids, your spouse, your job, your parents. You did what was right, what was needed. But somewhere along the way, the calls started coming less often. The house got quieter. And now you're left wondering, what now? Maybe you're 60, 65, or even 76 like James, who said, after years of low-paying jobs, life somehow worked out. Dreams still came true. Just don't quit. This stage of life isn't the end, it's the beginning of something powerful. Because here's the truth that no one says out loud. You don't need your family to feel fulfilled, grounded, or even deeply connected. Yes, they matter. But at this point in life, your deepest strength will come from 5 rock-solid lifelines. And the first one? It's the most urgent of all. Pillar 1, your health. The body that carries your story. Not in the eat your broccoli way. I'm talking real, everyday vitality. The kind that lets you walk tall, breathe deeply, sleep peacefully, and move without fear. Mark, who lost everything at 50 and rebuilt at 60, said it best. Protect your muscle mass. It's the foundation of vitality. And he's right. After 60, your body either becomes your sanctuary or your prison. We're not talking six-pack abs or marathons. We're talking simple, life-giving acts. Stretching in the morning, taking a walk after breakfast, drinking water instead of soda, prioritizing sleep like your life depends on it, because it does. Chloe, 60, turned her energy around with small daily workouts and mindset shifts. Even the smallest step matters, she said. And it does. Because every single healthy choice you make sends your body one message: I'm still here. I still matter. No one may ask how your knees are doing, but you can. No one may celebrate your walk around the block, but your heart and lungs will. And day by day, your body becomes something you trust again. Pillar 2, your mindset, the stories you tell yourself. Here's a powerful truth. After 60, the narrative inside your head becomes more important than anything else. Claire said it beautifully. Financial freedom isn't just money, it's the ability to choose freely. That applies to your mind too. If you start your mornings thinking, I'm too old for this, that becomes your ceiling. But if you whisper to yourself, I'm still growing, you unlock possibility, even hope. This isn't about fake positivity. It's about agency. You get to choose the lens through which you view your life now. And let's be real, mindset isn't always easy. Catherine, 61, opened up about her struggle. Consistency is tough with ADHD. But I've decided, every day is a new day to do better than the last. That's it right there. Not perfection. Not productivity. Just progress. You get to rewrite the story. Lay down the guilt. Release the shame. Stop carrying regrets like they're souvenirs. Wake up and say, today, I get to begin again. And in that simple sentence, something shifts. Your eyes lift. Your shoulders drop. That inner fire, maybe long buried, starts to flicker again. Because when your body feels steady and your mind feels safe, you don't just survive, you start to thrive. And the world begins to look different. Coming up next, the pillar that quietly holds it all together when no one else is around, meaningful connection. But before we go there, let me ask you, which of these 2 pillars, health or mindset, have you been leaning on lately? Or which one are you ready to rebuild? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And if this spoke to you, share it with someone who might need it today. So you've begun to steady your body, you've started to shift the way you speak to yourself. Now, let's talk about something we all crave, but don't always know how to find after 60. Pillar 3, community, the quiet lifeline. When we think about connection, we often imagine big family dinners or loud reunions. But after 60, that's not always reality. People move. They get busy. Life changes. And sometimes it gets quiet. Too quiet. As Samantha put it, community is everything. Not the size, but the quality of people who uplift you. You don't need a dozen best friends. You don't need to be the life of the party. You just need a few souls who see you. Mark rebuilt his life by helping others. Tony P. found joy in cycling and music after community faded around him. Catherine T. reminded us, church is part of community too. Don't overlook it. Maybe it's a neighbor you wave to. A walking group. A woman at your coffee shop who remembers your name. These little touch points, they matter more than we give them credit for. If the phone doesn't ring as often, that's okay. Make your own call. Smile first. Ask the question. Connection is not something you wait for. It's something you create. And if you're still looking for your people, they're out there. Some of them are scrolling through this video, wondering the same thing. So maybe today's the day you say, hey, me too. Pillar 4, Daily Rhythm, your personal anchor. Here's a truth that sneaks up on many people. Retirement doesn't always feel like freedom. Without a sense of rhythm, the days blur. Energy dips. Time stretches, but not in the peaceful way. David, 66, said this beautifully. Life now is beautiful, after decades of hard work and heartbreak. My advice? Never give up. But how do you keep going when there's no boss or deadline? You build a rhythm for you, not a packed schedule. Just a simple, gentle routine. A cup of warm tea in the morning. A daily walk to the mailbox. Stretching while the coffee brews. Journaling at sunset. Watering your plants, reading a chapter, calling an old friend. These aren't extras. They're anchors. They give your brain a sense of safety. Your body a sense of direction. And your heart, permission to exhale. Joan captured it with quiet brilliance. Sometimes happiness is as simple as having coffee alone and enjoying your own company. Build a life that makes sense to you. Not to impress. Not to keep busy. But to feel alive again. Pillar 5, Inner Spirit, the flame that never dies. And now we reach the pillar that's hardest to describe, but easiest to feel. It's that quiet voice inside you. The one that says, you've been through worse, and yet here you are. This isn't about religion, unless that speaks to you. It's about something deeper, a relationship with yourself. A sense of wholeness, even when no one's watching. Galaxy offered a beautiful reminder. Change is painful, but staying stuck is worse. Put God first, and everything else will fall into place. Your spirit is what holds you steady when the world spins too fast. It's what whispers, I'm proud of you, when no one else says it. It's the strength that kept Howie going after losing his son. The grace in Brian's voice when he said, life isn't about how hard you hit, it's about how well you take the hits and keep going. And that's what this pillar is all about. It's the part of you that sits quietly under a tree, looks up at the sky, and thinks, I've come so far. So if you've been waiting for someone to notice you, to applaud you, here it is. I see you. I honor your journey. And I want you to know, you're doing better than you think. You've made it this far. You've faced the storms. You've rebuilt from ashes. And now, with your body, your mind, your connections, your rhythm, and your spirit, you're not just surviving. You're becoming. Let's take a breath. You've just explored 5 powerful pillars that can carry you through this next season of life. Not just through survival, but into strength, clarity, connection, and joy. Let's recap, not as a checklist, but as a reminder. Health, not to impress, but to feel alive in your own skin. Mindset, to break free from the quiet lies that say, it's too late. Community, not in numbers, but in meaningful connection. Daily rhythm, the simple structure that makes your days feel like yours again. Inner spirit, The unshakable truth that you matter, even when the world is silent. These aren't luxuries. These are lifelines. Because the hard truth is this: family isn't always enough out there living their story. And that's okay. But you're still writing yours. James 76 said. Dreams still came true. Just don't quit. And that's what I want to leave you with. If you're still breathing, there's still more. If you've made it to 60 or 70 or beyond, it means one thing: you've already survived so much. And if you could survive that, you can thrive through this. Freya shared this reminder in her 5 pillars of life: health, finances, purpose, resilience, community. Own these, and you'll thrive at any age. She wasn't writing a quote. She was handing us a blueprint. Because thriving isn't about luck. It's about intention. It's about waking up each day and saying, I choose to care for myself, even if no one's watching. So here's my question for you. Which pillar are you ready to rebuild? Which one has carried you through the storms? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every word. And I promise, someone else will see it and feel less alone because of you. And if this message stirred something in you, hope, clarity, a quiet sense of, yes, this is what I needed, then don't keep it to yourself. Share this video. Subscribe for more content that speaks to your soul. Send it to someone who's quietly wondering if they still matter. They do. You do. Always. Because here's the truth. You are not defined by who checks in or who doesn't. You are not defined by your job title, your calendar, or your bank account. You are defined by your courage, your kindness, your refusal to disappear quietly. So if you've been waiting for permission to shift your focus from being the caretaker, the background support, to becoming your own rock, this is it. Stand tall in your story, build on your 5 lifelines, and live these years as if they belong to you, because they do. Here's to you. To your resilience,